This is number 20 on the practice midterm exam. The formula for the volume of a pyramid is V equals 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Where B represents the base, should specifically say the area of the base, and H represents the height. So we have two things to do here. So part A is solve for H in terms of B and V. So what that means is, so let's say for part A, solve for H, and I'll be very informal in my description here, get H by itself. So we want to rearrange the equation to get H by itself. So we have this, the equation is given. We've got volume is equal to 1/3 times, and I'll put a multiplication sign here. It's not necessary, but 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So we want to get H by itself. Now this is an equation with three variables. There's a V, a B, and an H. But those letters, they're placeholders for numbers. They stand for numbers. So we could treat them like they are numbers. All right, so let's get H by itself. That means we have to eliminate the 1/3 and we have to eliminate the B. And the way we eliminate something on one side of an algebraic equation is to do the opposite. So right now there's a 1/3 multiplying by 1/3, which is like dividing by 3. So the opposite of that is multiplying by 3. So if on the right-hand side of this equation, we multiply by 3, the times 3 and the divide by 3, remember fraction means division, times 3, divide by 3, they cancel each other out. Now to maintain the balance, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other, so we'll multiply the left-hand side by 3. So now, on the left, we've got 3 times V, and on the right, we've got B times H. Okay, so we've gotten rid of the 1/3, now let's get rid of the B. We want to isolate the H. Right now, it's being multiplied by B. The opposite of times B is divide by B. So if we divide the right-hand side by B, we've got a times B, a divide by B, equal and opposite. Those two cancel each other out. And again, whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other to maintain that equal sign. If we change one side, we have to change the other side in the same exact way. All right, so this looks good. We've got H by itself. And on the other side, we've got 3 times V divided by B. I'm going to go ahead and put a green box around this. That's our answer for part A. Now, it doesn't matter what side the H is on. It's the same as saying H equals 3V over B. Either way, neither one is more or less correct than the other. So now, part A is done. So let's put a little check mark next to part A. Now for part B, if the volume is 52 cubic meters, if the volume is 52 cubic meters, so when we are given this, that means we're being told that V is equal to 52. And the base is 12 square meters. I'm going to leave the units off for now. The question is, how tall is the pyramid? How tall is the pyramid? So that's the unknown. We're looking for H. So we're going to plug in 52 for V, and we'll plug in a 12 for B into our formula. Now the question is, well, we have two formulas. We have the one we started with. We have this guy right here, the one we started with, and then we have our answer for part A. It doesn't matter which one we use. They're both going to give us the right answer. But one of them is easier than the other. For part B, we're looking for H. We're trying to figure out H, and we have now, from part A, we have an equation that tells us what H is equal to. So H is equal to 3 times V divided by B. V is 52, so 3 times 52 divided by B, and B is 12. So 3 times 52, that'll give us 156 on top, 12 on the bottom. Fraction means division, so you could pop this into the calculator. 156 divided by 12, and that will give you 13. So there's our answer for part B, and I'll put it in the form of a statement since it's a word problem. We could say the pyramid is 13 meters tall. So I'm bringing the units back in, and just be careful with the units. The height is a length, so that's measured in meters, not square meters or cubic meters. Length is the first dimension, so that's just meters. All right, that does it for number 20.